Hi, this is Penny Perry, and this is Nutrition Fact Labels 101 in 4 minutes or less. So every food and drink in the United States that's prepackaged has to have a nutrition fact label per the United States Food and Drug Administration. But where do you start? Always start at the top. The top lists the number of servings in the container and the serving size. Serving size is important because everything below that is based on that one serving size. Your calories are based on that, your fats, your cholesterol, your sodiums, and your carbohydrates and your proteins are all based on that one serving size. Whole grains, everyone knows, are important in a healthy diet. So these granola bars look like they're made out of whole grains. It says it contains 22 grams of whole grains. The best way to check that is to turn the package around, look at the ingredient list at the bottom, and see what it says. There is no food in the United States that can use the term whole grain if it doesn't contain a whole grain. You have to have the word whole. This contains whole grain oats, sugar, oils, rice flour, and honey. Those are the first 5 ingredients. Those are the most important because ingredients are listed from the most amount of quantity to the least amount of quantity. So these are a good source of whole grains. Another thing you might want to look at if you're trying to decrease sugar or you're on a low sugar diet is how many sugars are in your food. This jar of pasta sauce, for example, contains sugar. It says it contains 10 grams of total sugars and 4 grams of added sugar. Added sugars are sugars added after the foods have been put into the food, and they're either added for taste or preservative features. 4 grams of sugar is equal to 1 teaspoon of ordinary table sugar. That's just a great equation to keep in mind when you're trying to figure out your sugars in your food. This tomato sauce has 6 grams of natural sugars from the tomato and 4 grams, or the equivalent of 1 teaspoon, of added sugars. Super important if you're on a low sugar diet. Remember, all nutrition labels are based on the serving size. Each serving size is different, and it will make a difference in what you're seeing at the bottom of the label. Over here, you will find the percentages. These percentages are percentages that are based on a 2,000 calorie a day diet. The Food and Drug Administration has decided that a 2,000 calorie a day diet is a normal average diet for most Americans. That's why these numbers are based on that. Reading a nutrition label can be easy. It certainly doesn't have to be difficult. Now that you know what to look for, I challenge you all to go to your cupboard and pull out your favorite food or beverage and see exactly what's in the food that you're eating or drinking. Be sure, and if you want more information on nutrition fact labels and what they contain, to go to a reliable website. I use the FDA.gov, eatright.org, and the mayoclinic.org. Remember, if you use a website that has a .org, a .gov, or a .edu website, they're usually reliable sources of information. Thanks for listening. I hope you learned a lot about nutrition.